name is One. Does anybody here have experience wearing a school uniform? Give me some answers. Yeah, I do have two. I have worn school uniform for 6 years while I was attending to middle and high school. There are several reasons to wear a school uniform in many countries. Somebody might say it could destroy students' characteristic and creativity. But I strongly agree with wearing school uniforms because it has more strengths than weaknesses. The function of wearing clothes is divided into 3 main purposes: protecting body, a social aspect, and the maintenance of decency. Among those, wearing uniform is classed as a social aspect. Uniform present the occupations and affiliations. For example, judge and magistrate wear robes in courts, and the members of team sports wear identical jerseys to distinguish themselves from other teams. Even in military, each unit has their own distinct uniforms. Like this, school uniforms also show the student's occupation. The uniforms that students wear represent different kinds of schools. Also, uniforms are symbols of unity and discipline. The symbolism of uniform is the first strength I would like to emphasize. School uniform encourages unity and cooperation between students as like the function of any general uniform. In a group, dressing all the members alike is not only to distinguish them from the other groups, it also provides sense of belonging between the members. In life, people belong to any group, whether it is school, work, home, and friendship. People want to foster their self-respect through their group. Also, they have much pride in them. By extension, people regards development of an association is very important. It is like all for one and one for all. Thus, the sense of belonging promotes the advance both of the one and all. Also, wearing all the same clothes shows that everyone is equal. Uniforms has the same style and quality for every student. Students who are in adolescence period are so susceptible of difference with others because it is a time when they establish their identity. The core issues to find self-identity are who am I and do I live happily? Thus, difference or lacking comparison with others can create unstable identity. An internet survey conducted by Naver, which is the most popular search engine in Korea, was about how the gap between rich and poor affects students. 50% of students answered that they will have dissatisfaction with a society or a school or their family. And 20% said that they may drift apart with their friends. Wearing uniform helps to illustrate unity in students, so uniform can create a sense of kinship. Thus, it narrows the gap between the rich and poor without isolation. So, uniform can be a method to release peer pressure. Third, school uniform helps students concentrate and study. It is a statement of obvious herd around us that most students care about how they look far more than any other people of different age. So they would waste their time on choosing clothes and beautifying themselves. The perspective explains uniform could encourage students to put more effort and time into studying without worrying about their outlook. When I was a high school student, I was always complaining about the school policy which forced me to wear only this uniform. However, now I thanks the uniform because it reduced my time to wearing it. According to the survey conducted by Educational Center of Seoul National University, 85% of students answered that uniforms are helpful in improving their school works as they shorten the time to consider their clothing. Lastly, there is much truth in the saying, clothes make the person. This means clothes affect people's behavior. For example, when people wear sportswear, their behavior become more active than wearing a suit. It is because sportswear is more comfortable and people don't have to be afraid of getting dirt on it. Like this, school uniform also encourages suited behavior as a student. In fact, most students act in more respectable manners when they are wearing their school uniforms. Not only it represents the student's occupation, but also the uniform itself will create an expectation of a good behavior. As many policies and laws are sanctioned because they have great reliability and practical value, compelling students to put on a uniform as schools and also has infallible and cogent reasons. These reasons can be substantiated by addressing 4 examples. First illustration is that wearing uniform helps students to develop themselves by sense of belonging in a group. Also, it narrows the gap between the rich and poor through affording a sense of kinship. Third, without doubt, it helps to concentrate on study. Furthermore, it leads students do the right things. For these reasons, I believe students have to wear school uniform. As I mentioned, school uniform has a great effect on the behavior of students, and it has a lot of advantages. Hence, the policy requiring students to wear uniform